We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That is caught. It's Williams. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Broncos at 7-8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing is Wilson. He looks to the sideline and has Mims, who makes a catch. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and 3. Wilson. The screen pass here to Cohen. Touchdown! Tariq Cohen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Austin Ekeler, who's a Colorado native. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Bronco defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
This defense for the Broncos, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Herbert throwing again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Quick strike to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This now a 3rd and 4.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Run it, run it, run it.
Now it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They run. It's Williams. And they are going to to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert just beat the play clock. Caught by Allen. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Chargers are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Now Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Wilson. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Wilson. They'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now he's free to midfield. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Williams brings it in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Buying time, and he's going to go down again. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Again, it's Kelly.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, and That's caught. Keenan Allen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Running on first down, Eckler. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point try now for Dicker. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly, and he is going to lose yardage here. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Herbert now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover three, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the two corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 75 yards.
And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 52. Wall. Get wall. Slant. Check 50. Hey, ram.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
That one caught by Allen.
A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
Kelly going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Joshua Kelly
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw is Wilson.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 43. Kill. Shoot. Balin Tiger. Slap.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll air this one out for Mims. And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing is Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Mike, 49. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check, 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 check.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
Once more, here's Eckler. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Here's 3rd and 9.
On the give, this is Eckler. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A give up the middle to Kelly. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So, for the Chargers, they get the critical victory to move them to 9-7 now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. The birthday, got another hit, no snitch, and I tell them send them watch it like a fit, both friends. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a friend. So pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Think I'm like, she running down, she running down. She pay a bill, she get down. 52nd Street, I double down, then I double down. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all up in. I drop with the whole world spin. Rock when I do like this, it's the big black dog.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough. Hey.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the gloves. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Cut my lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got his swerve and is missing every raindrop. Hit him with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these I got diamonds in my sock. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, trick it if you know that it's off. Deep dive, get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough. don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. With a split your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool